What up, everyone? You're now tuned into my podcast, Difficult People Chronicles, and I'm Seriously Focused Johnnie. Today, I wanted to talk to you all about 5 types of people in the world and how to deal with them. So I was talking to my cousin last week. She was telling me about a situation she was dealing with, and she was just like saying, I've never dealt with this type of person. And I thought it was kind of strange because I know that sometimes we always say that. We have a habit of saying, I've never dealt with that type of person. It's just a saying, but she was serious about it. And I said to her, I feel that there's 5 types of people in the world, and I feel like we've all dealt with all of them, or one person having 4 of the personalities. So I explained to her, I said, you have the angry person. That's the person that no matter what you do can never be right. And so I'm going to be real with y'all. I was angry once upon a time, but it was more because there are people that will just get on your last nerve. And it's like, can you go sit down somewhere? You really don't have nothing else to do? And it's like, for real. This person, they're always angry. Sometimes you'll find this person with a partial smile and then the top part of their face is crunched up, like they got a bad case of wrinkles. Like they just want to be nice, but they don't know how, so they just choose to be angry. They are people that will wake up trying to figure out how to hurt you or trip you up. Then you have the domineering person. That's the person that will try to control you, and they will find something weak about you. So they use that for their advantage to try to control you. With them, it's not what they say, it's how they say it. Sometimes you find this person in relationships where they're controlling their spouse. I know a woman who is domineering to her husband. He has no form of control with her. So what he does is when he goes on his job, he talks down to people and he tries to control people because he doesn't have that type of control in his personal life. Then you have the manipulative person. That person I've been dealing with off and on. This person, she always tries to get something from me, but the something is money. Always. She always tries to get money from me. She's not my friend. We're not enemies. We're not acquaintances. She always try to get me caught up in whatever she's got going on. She's always in a catch-22. It could be with the bank, school, her personal life, whatever it is. But she's always trying to figure out how to get money from me. Me, of all people. She has friends. She's always trying to figure me out. And now, like the other day, I heard from someone else that she basically said she cannot figure me out. Good. The 4th person is a person who likes to compete. This person spends more time paying attention to you than you paying attention to them. Now, the 5th person is a real one. They're the realist. Now, a lot of times you'll meet people in the world that will tell you, I'm real. Meaning they'll come in your face and they'll say, I'm the realest person you've ever met. And I always say, just because you're real according to how you believe doesn't mean that you're right. I rather deal with a person who is real and right. Not real and angry. Not real domineering. Not real manipulative. Real and right. It's a difference. So the question my cousin asked was, how do I deal with, the person that's always angry? I told her to separate herself. Simple. Separate yourself. You don't need to be friends with her, because sometimes you'll be making friends with the enemy, and that enemy is not trying to see you do good. Trust me. With the domineering person, you don't give them control. Never give them control. If it's hard, like I understand sometimes this person that's controlling is your boss. That's a sticky situation. I say, like in corporate America, you have people who are, and I'm speaking from my experience, you have people that are controlling, and when they can't control you, and let's be clear, it's a difference between a person giving you a directive, a person who is controlling. If you're a lot of times, if your boss, supervisor, superior, if you want to call them, is controlling, they will try to instill fear in you to achieve their goals. They often think that they know everything. They never listen to what you have to say. And a lot of times they operate with it's my way or no way. And if they can't control you, they will try to find means to fire you. Meaning you could be the best employee in the world, according to everybody else. Your coworkers, the person that's over your boss, you could be the best. I've seen it go down before. Suggestion, don't let them control you, because if you let them control you, you'll be miserable. But at the same time, have a backup plan. Have a backup plan. Meaning HR, you have the labor law, attorney, other means. Have a backup plan. Because if you allow the person to control you in that manner, they could be destroying your life. Now with a manipulative person, I always say no. I keep distance from the person. I stay away from this person. I always ask questions. I always pause and think about certain things, because the one thing with the manipulative person, they always try to make things seem like they need an answer now, like in a hurry. And I always say to myself, when it comes to my money, I don't need to rush. If I want to give it to you, you're going to wait, or you're not going to get it at all. Now, with people that try to compete against you, there's a saying, never let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. And it's self-explanatory, because a lot of times when you find out that this person is trying to compete against you, it's always either in the middle when you're doing something, or when you already done something. Don't waste your time paying attention to them. Your best bet is just to keep your mouth shut. And the last type of people that I like to deal with is, like I said, real people. Real people that are right. It just makes sense. Needs no other clarification. So that's all for today. I hope y'all have a blessed week. So if you like my episode, give me a like. Like I said before, you could catch me on Apple iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Overcast, Pandora. Later.